Hi girls, Coach Jamie here. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're very excited to start practice up next week. Hope everyone is ready to get back on the field. Coach Jessica and Coach Roger and I are very excited to see you guys. Similar to last fall, I wanted to make a quick video to walk through some of the basics of how we're going to be playing this year. We're going to talk about some positioning and some rules just to give you guys a quick understanding of some of this stuff, because some of what I'm going to go through is brand new to some of you. You've never played on a field this big before with this many players and a referee and everything. So what I wanted to do is walk through some basics so when we start practicing, you'll hopefully understand it a little more. And at each practice for a while, we'll continue to review all this stuff, but wanted to just give you a quick video to walk through some of it. So the first thing we want to walk through is the positioning. And so what I'm going to do here, I have a board behind me. So what I want to talk through is how we're gonna play this spring. It's gonna be 7-on-7. So we'll have 6 players in the field and then 1 goalie. And we'll get to the goalie in a little bit here. But what I just wanted to talk through is this is how we're gonna set up for most of the games, for all the games really. We'll have 2 defenders. So we'll have a right defender and a left defender. We'll have a right midfield, a center midfield, and a left midfield, and then 1 forward. And that's how we're going to set up for every game, and 1 goalie. Everyone will play a different position. So during the games, we'll switch people around to different positions. In each game, you'll probably play somewhere else. The other thing I wanted to talk through is just quickly the responsibilities for the positions. So what I want to walk through here is so let's start with the right and left defenders. Okay, your main responsibility as a left defender and a right defender would be probably about, let's see, this area to about right here, down to about here. So that would be the main responsibility of the right defender. The left defender is kind of the same thing. So it would kind of be this part of the field, down to about here, and back would be the left defender. When we talk about positioning, it doesn't mean you always have to just stay right in this space, but we're going to, during practice, we'll talk about these different responsibilities. And like we're saying, it's the main responsibility. You can move in and out of those zones, but this is, if you're playing these positions, that is where you should concentrate. So as we, as the ball moves up the field, so we're going this way to score. If our forward's up here, and our midfielders are up here, where we want our defenders to be is probably about right here. So right inside that middle line, if we're down scoring on this goal, we're going to want our defenders pretty much right at midfield. So if the ball pops out, you're ready, you're there, and you can kick it back to one of your teammates. Okay? So let's put these back. All right, so let me do a quick erase here. Similar to the defenders, what we want to talk about now are the midfielders. So the midfielders are these guys right here, right? We got the right midfielder, the center midfielder, and the left midfielder. So the right midfielder, your responsibility is probably about right here down to about right here. And if you're on the left side, your responsibility is about right here to about right here. Okay? So you're going to be moving up and down in this area. Again, this doesn't mean this person can't go here and try to score a goal, but your main responsibilities will be those areas there. Okay? Let's do a little erase here. And then the center midfielder, I don't want to have too many lines here to confuse you. So the center midfielder here and the forward here, your main responsibilities, well, let's start with the center midfielder. Your main responsibilities will probably be to a big portion of the field, a big, probably down to like here, up to like here, okay? So you're going to be moving all back on defense and then all the way up on offense, okay? So you're going to be in this area. The forward is probably more like here and then all the way down to the goal, okay? So the forward will also be moving in the same area and up towards the goal. But usually the forward, whoever's playing forward, we don't want the forward. So if the ball's down here and our defense has it and our midfielders are back, we don't really want our forward to come all the way back here because we have enough players. Our forward, we want to stay up towards the middle of the field. So when we get the ball, so if our midfielder gets the ball here, our forward, they can pass it up to our forward who's up here. If our forward's all the way back down here and we get the ball, there's no one up here to kick the ball to. So we're going to want our forward to stay all the way up. All right. So those are the positions. We'll obviously go through those a lot more in practice, but those are the main positions, okay? Let me just do a little erase here so I don't confuse you. All right. So let's talk about the goalie now, okay? So each game we're going to have a goalie. What we did in the fall and what we're going to do in the spring is we'll have someone play goal in the first half and then a different person play goal in the second half. And every game we're going to switch. So everyone will get to play goalie at least once and probably twice. So let's talk a little bit here. So our goalie is right here. For those who don't know, this green box is for the goalie. It's called the 18-yard box. The goalie can use their hands anywhere in this big box. It's a huge box. So the goalie can come all the way out here and use your hands. You can come out here with the ball and you can have it in your hands anywhere in here. So what we've been teaching over the last year is when our goalie gets the ball, we're going to want our defenders to come right out here and right out here as quickly as possible. And what we'd like to, and we'll do this in practice as well. But if let's say the yellow is the other team, okay? And they come down and shoot the ball and they're all kind of here. And they shoot the ball and our goalie gets it. We want our defenders to come right out to the sides. And we want our goalie to pick up the ball. And we'll practice this in practice. We want you to pick up the ball. And if the other team is all over here, because that's where they were, we want you to take the ball and run all the way to this side. And then roll it out to this teammate, okay? So you roll it out here. And then our midfielder will get over here, and this person can just kick it right up to the midfielder. And usually, if we do this quickly, there's a lot of extra space over here, and the other team is on this side, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We'll practice that a lot over the first couple weeks. But when our goalie gets the ball, we want you to roll it out to this person or that person. And what we'd like you to do is run all the way out to the corner and then roll it out. We don't want you to roll it out from here because that's a long way to roll it out. We want you to hold the ball, run all the way out to the corner, and then just roll it out right to them, okay? So we'll practice that over the next couple weeks. All right, so real fast, and again, we'll go through this over the next couple weeks too, but just a couple quick rules, which I think most of you know, but just a quick refresher. If we're playing and the ball goes over this line here or over this line, it's called the sidelines. If it goes over those lines during the game, it goes back into the game with a throw-in, okay? And I think most of you know, but what you have to do, you take the ball, you keep both feet on the ground, you put it over your head, and you throw it in. But you have to keep both feet on the ground. A lot of times, what we see is someone will throw it in, but they'll jump or they'll lift their foot up, and you can't do that. You have to keep both feet on the ground. So we'll help you do that. So that's if the ball goes over this line or this line, okay? If the ball goes, if this is our goal and the other team kicks the ball and it goes over this line, we get what is called a goal kick, okay? And a goal kick is our goalie gets to put it anywhere on this little box here, the little box, not the big box, like that. And what they do is they'll kick it out to one of our team, okay? So if the other team kicks it and it goes over this line, then the goalie can sit it here. And it's the same thing as we do if the goalie gets the ball with their hands. If there's a goal kick, we want our defenders to come out to the side, and so our goalie can kick it out to them, okay? And that's called a goal kick. On the other side, if we're going this way, you can see the arrows. If we're going this way to score a goal, and our forward shoots it over their line, then they get a goal kick. Here's the next rule. It's called a corner kick. If let's go back down here. If the other team is going towards our goal to score, and if we kick the ball and it goes over this line, then they get a corner kick, okay? So here's the difference. If the other team kicks it over the line, we get a goal kick. If we kick it over the line, they get a corner kick, okay? And it's the opposite up at our end. If we're going this way and we kick it over the line, they get a goal kick. If they kick it over the line, then we get a corner kick, okay? So again, we'll work on that in practice. The other thing that's new to under nines is it's called the build out line. So you can see here I've kind of raced over it a little bit, but on each end of the field there's called a build out line, okay? So the way the build out line works is if our goalie gets the ball, or if there is a goal kick, if they kick it over and we get a goal kick, or our goalie gets the ball, the other team has to all stand behind this build out line, okay? So that will give us time for our goalie to either kick it out or roll it out to one of our players. And they can't come past this line until our goalie rolls it out to one of our players or kicks it out, okay? And it's the same down here. If their goalie gets the ball and we're all down here trying to score, we have to get outside the build-out line, okay? There's a build-out line on both sides, okay? And we'll talk through that as well. One of the last rules that I want to talk about is it's called offsides. And this one is a hard one to understand. So we'll talk about it in practice, and during all the games, we will also talk about it. But the way it basically works, I'm going to erase the build-out line for now so it doesn't confuse you. So the way it works is All right. Say we have the ball, okay? And our forwards here, our midfielders are there. And let's say the other team is here and here and here, okay? Let's see, maybe here. And we have the ball right here, okay? Someone on our team cannot be standing behind their defenders, okay? The way offsides works is, imagine whoever their last defender is, okay? Imagine there is an imaginary line, okay? Wherever their last defender is, if you don't have the ball, you cannot go stand behind this defender, okay? It's like wherever that person is. If that person moves up, then the line moves up, okay? And you cannot go stand behind them. If it's like this, and we have the ball right here, and we're all moving up the field, this person cannot go stand here, okay? Do you know why? Because this is their last defender. So imagine a line right here. So you could stand right here, but you can't stand right there, okay? If you have the ball, and you dribble past them, then that's okay because you have the ball, okay? But if you don't have the ball, if our teammate has the ball and you're here and you run here and then they pass it to you, that is offsides, okay? So that's a hard one. We'll talk through that in practice. I think as the games go on, you'll get to understand offsides a little more, and feel free to ask any of the coaches if you have questions. And lastly, I just, as we get a little older here and really learn how to start playing soccer, one of the things we're going to work on this spring is our passing. We want to be a really good passing team, okay? So we're really going to work on, trying not to just get the ball, put your head down, and just dribble. We want you to get the ball and then pick your head up and find an open teammate and pass it to them. And then you go run and get in an open spot, and then they pass it back to you. So we're really going to work on passing and trying to play as a team as much as we can, because that's how you play soccer. And if we can do that this year and pass well, we'll be able to score a lot of goals and we'll do really well and have lots of fun. So anyway, I think those are the main points. And like I said, we'll talk through all these over the next couple weeks of practice. And, if you have any questions, bring your questions to practice and let us know and we'll help you. But otherwise, we look forward to seeing some of you this coming Tuesday. I know some of you are out of town, but we'll see some of you Tuesday, and then hopefully everyone else the following Tuesday. And then the following Saturday is our first game. So we will look forward to seeing you all and can't wait to start up. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.